English Bible reading. Genesis chapter 1, the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, the earth was formless and empty. The darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God showed that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first days. And God said, "Let there be a world within the waters of separate water from water." So God made the world separated the water under the world from the water above it, and it was so. God called the world sky, and there was evening, and there was morning, the second days. Then God said, "Let water under the sky and gather to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and gathered the waters He called seas. And God showed that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce the vegetation, seed-bearing plant, and the tree on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced the vegetation, plant-bearing seed according to their kinds, and the tree bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God showed that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third days. And God said, "Let there be light in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve all signs to mark the sacred times in the day and years. And let them be light in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made the great light to govern the day, and the less light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from darkness. And God showed that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let the world teem with living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and even living things with which the water teems, and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God watched that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in numbers, and fill the water in the seas, and let the bird increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth days. And God said, "Let the land produce the living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move among the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move among the ground according to their kinds. And God showed that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, of the livestock and all the wild animals, and of all the creatures that move among the ground." So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female. He created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in numbers. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule of the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and of everything, every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed bearing plant on the face of the whole of the earth, and every tree that has fruit will seed in it, and they will be used for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move among the ground, everything that has the birth of the life in it, I gave every green plant of food." And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6 days. This day heavens and the earth was completely in their best arrays. By the seventh day God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of the creating that he had done.